Hey guys, this is Steven Sadler on this February the 16th, 2015, day number 47 of 365. Just want to thank you for being here tonight. Listen, I want to talk to you a little bit tonight about being busy versus being productive. What we find out there is there's a lot of just busy things that we do that make us feel like we're accomplishing things, but when the day's over, we've accomplished nothing. We've just been doing busy work all day long and not being productive with things that really matter. So what is busy versus productive? Well, the average producer, depending on what area you're in, whatever your niche is, whether you're in real estate or you're in insurance or you're in marketing or whatever, the average producer just frantically goes about his day appearing busy with no actual business going on, but never accomplishes what he set out to do for the day, would just move himself a step closer to sales or, I don't know, recruiting if that's what he's into, or signing on the dotted line for insurance, different things like that. The elite producer calmly goes through his day, calmly goes about their day, not freaking out about what to do because they have figured out how to completely focus on the things that matter in building their business. Um, Stacy Alcorn, a contributor over at Entrepreneur, gave us these 7 hacks, and I kind of want to touch base on those. One is narrow your to-do list. If you've got 3 or 4 pages out there, you've got too many. You need to narrow that down to 2 or 3 items that really matter. Number 2 is monetize that list. Pick those 3 items based on the 3 that are going to best help you in your position and what you're doing. If you're in sales business, then the 2 most important should be prospecting and retaining business. If you're in the marketing business, the internet marketing, the multi-level marketing, well, if you're in internet marketing, then prospecting or getting your information out there in front of the web world and learning how to better close that would be the 2 priority things that you would need to do. In multi-level marketing or network marketing, then you want recruiting and, again, closing, I guess is what you would want to call it, recruiting people in and getting your information, again, in front of people. In real estate, I know that for me in real estate, the most important thing I could do is get somebody to sign on the dotted line for on the contract. Number 3, optimize your work area. I can't tell you how important that is. What she says is she finds it difficult to make the daily prospecting calls at the office when you're easily distracted, and that can happen if you're not optimized in your work area. If you've got something going on over here and something going on up here, get in your office, close the door, clean off your desk, make sure there's no little distractions that are going on. Eliminate the time sucks. Television, people who gossip, unwanted sales calls, getting caught up in the news feeds in Facebook, getting caught up in tweets and Twitter, different things like that are just little time sucks. Make sure that you don't get caught up by those. I was listening to a thing through Success Magazine the other day where they're saying, even those people who just have, the little 1-question deals. Hey, I just got a real quick question for you. I just need to ask you 1 question, and that ends up turning into 2 or 3 or 4 questions, 30 minutes to an hour. If you know somebody's like that and going to have that out there, make sure that you set a time aside each week. Just say, hey, listen, dude, let's find a time, each week or once a month that we can sit down and you can ask me all the questions that you need to ask me. I can ask you all the questions I need to ask you, and we can move forward from there. And that would eliminate it on a daily basis. Shut off your devices. Big thing, hard to do. Close Facebook, close your computer. Unless you're using your computer to direct you on the calls or the things like that, but get away from anything that can interrupt you while you're focusing on those 2 or 3 daily functions that you need to do, the daily to-dos that need to happen for you. Make sure that you get focused on those, or shut everything off so you don't have to do that. learn to chill. I did one the other day when that's all I was doing was just chilling with my wife. I think it was on Valentine's Day. Did it with the whole family. We just chilled out. The most productive salespeople, real estate people, insurance people take time off to be with their family and keep everything balanced. Take time off to reflect on what they've done and what they need to do. So make sure that you take time to actually chill. And don't be too hard on yourself. Everything's not going to go perfect all the time. There was another mentor of mine was talking about a football quarterback, an old quarterback, and I can't think of his name, that was saying that you have to be forgetful. The best wide receivers are forgetful. That same thing goes with the best quarterbacks. They're forgetful. Something happens that's not right. You learn from it, but you forget about it, and you move forward saying that I can keep going and I can do better the next time. You can't stress over something that happened yesterday because that is in the past, and you got to think that you've learned from that and know what needs to happen next. So don't be too hard on yourself when things don't go the way they're supposed to, because that just opens up other opportunities that are out there. Hey, that's all I got to say today. Thanks again for joining me on my journey 2015. Today is, I think, 47 of 365. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.